it's meant to be. Standing on the curb, yeah, this for 4OC. And now I bet you heard that they've been a friend to me. Count on every word I'm speaking to you is true. God showed me love and honestly, I'm the fool for not listening to his teachers. Teaching us how to reach us, showing us how to beat them and listening to us preach. For the people that don't know how to sing. I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings. And I'ma do it for the people by any means. It's for the people that don't know how to sing. I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings. And I'ma do it for the people by any means. Now I keep having this dream, I'm falling high to the sky. And it kinda feels like a mother rebirthing the child. It says caution, like I shouldn't be seeing sex. Like a father seeing his daughter on girls so wild. So I close my eyes and pray to God that I don't see it. I hit the ground, wake up sweating like seeing demons. The reflection in the mirror was of me screaming. Then I hear a voice and see myself as seeming. Yes, I hear a pop, and then 9 months is up. Is that my baby or me, baby? I don't know what's up. Look, it's me, I can see my hands are feet. Thankful for the Lord for my life, I can breathe. Now I see what I was brought into this world to be. For the ones that need a speaker, God gave me the gift to speak. This is for the people as well as it is for me. So together we can soar individually. This for the people that don't know how to sing. I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings. And I'ma do it for the people by any means. This for the people that don't know how to sing. I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings. And I'ma do it for the people by any means. Congratulations, thank you for really waiting. It's been a long time, and you've been very patient. Now I'm here to give you your own standing ovation. I work for y'all, so I'm thankful for my occupation. For the Christians, look up at God, get on your knees and thank Him. And for the smokers, forgive me, Lord, roll up and praise Him. And for the hungry, we coming and we got food to take them. And for the homeless, we got bills, they ready to make them. It's for the hustlers, copper pie if you can bake them. And for the buses, if you can, by all means, shake them. Embrace the haters, without them, you know we beat Nathan. Don't be sad it ain't Freddy's, look, we found Jason. We ain't stopping, that's why I say this is for you. If you can trust us to do it, I know that much is true. And for the people, I give my heart to show us proof. That I will be there for you when the sky is no longer blue. It's for the people that don't know how to sing. I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings. And I'ma do it for the people by any means. It's for the people that don't know how to sing. I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings. And I'ma do it for the people by any means. VAN, PJP, 4OZ, quarantine live from the streets. We in the booth right now. We just trying to show y'all we love the streets. That's what we do. That's what we do. It's for you. It's for the people. It's for everybody to eat right here. It's for everybody's theme song. When you feel bad, you're home alone, you sad for some reason, what reason at all. You pop this in, listen. It is for you. It just let you know that we coming and y'all coming. We coming together. We gonna fly individually. I'm telling y'all, it's the cure right here. It's the cure cancer. I found it. I found it. Y'all been looking for a long time, but I found it. I've been searching high and low, up and down, left and right, back and forth. Ghost.
Welcome back. It's your boy, Chris Diggins. Welcome back to Black Conscious Convo, where conversation rules the nation, action speaks louder than words. How's everybody doing today? How's your mama doing, my nigga?
Hey, man, I ain't speak to my mom today. But
You haven't?
Text now. We normally text,
Okay.
I guess, in the group chat, we was trying to figure out if she was going to church and which church she was going to go to tomorrow. So I have, but not physically spoken on the phone.
Gotcha.
But she's doing well. And how's your mom doing?
My mama doing good, my nigga. My mama is, my mama is a busy little lady right now. She retired, but she just turned 72.
Okay. Big ups to mom.
Yeah,
Big ups to
72,
mom.
yeah. And mama just living her life. Like
As
she's
she
not
should.
trying to she's not really trying to do all that extra. You know what I mean? But mama, love you. Glad to see you out there doing your thing. Like I think today she's just walking around Goodwill or something like that. She
Yeah.
loves thrift stores.
Yeah.
Her and her sisters, they love thrift stores. So I could totally dig it. I could totally dig it.
You know, when I came to your episode last time or the podcast last time, and you asked me, I didn't know if that was just a thing you did on your podcast or like I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, oh, he's really asking me about my mom, you know?
Yeah.
So I came prepared today, man.
Yeah. How your mama doing?
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. My guest once again, Eric from Eric's Journey, Eric Smith. Eric, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank you so much, first and foremost, for bringing me back, giving me the opportunity to come today, and I appreciate that. After the first episode that we did together, I mean, it just feels surreal in here, man, to know that we go back probably like 2009, 2010, and how much influence you've had in my life, and these bright lights, man, and all this technology, man, all this technology in this room.
What?
Yeah.
And I've always been a gadget geek. So
Yeah.
like when it comes to the show and what we do, like new technology,
Yeah.
sports, Colorado sports. I only pay attention to Colorado sports.
Yeah.
Entertainment. I've always been an entertainment geek. And then once again, video games. Like those was the life. That was the Gen X brand right there. Like
Yeah.
especially coming out of Colorado, out of Montbello. Like I think Montbello had the most niggas that had Nintendos
That's
for
right.
real when they came out. Like my
What class
nigga,
were you?
I graduated 95.
95. Okay, I was 06. I went to George though, but okay.
Okay.
Because when you said
Chauncey.
Nintendo, I was like, okay, Nintendos.
Yeah, Chauncey. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, before then there was Clico and all of those things, right? But we didn't play with those.
Yeah.
We got in when Nintendo got there. I mean, I know some people that have played tennis. I played tennis on this like little handheld thing. And people talk about this old Pong and all that, but we
Yeah.
had like our Atari and I
Mhm.
remember Pac-Man on Atari.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it went from Atari to Nintendo, and Nintendo gave us greatness. Like
Something you haven't said, man, yet is Atari. You never had any experiences with Atari? Pong was on Atari, right?
Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
So Mario Brothers was was Donkey Kong. Mario was he would be beating on Donkey Kong.
That's why Donkey Kong is always in like Mario Kart and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was on Atari before it went to Nintendo?
Correct.
Is that what you're telling me? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
That
I just remember
that was the arcade version.
Okay.
So then Nintendo gave us this whole Mario world without
Donkey Kong.
And gave
That
Donkey
makes
Kong
sense.
his own game.
I didn't know that. I always wondered, was there a correlation between the two? Because you would see them in the same game, and I just thought it was because it was Nintendo just in general.
Oh yeah. And then Donkey Kong had a kid, and Donkey Kong Jr. got a game.
Yeah. It's crazy. So in 95, I was like 7 years old, man. But I remember Atari, I remember Nintendo, but Sega was really, I started playing Sega, PlayStation 1, and then from there, that's when my journey in the games kind of took off.
Yeah. That was when my son was born.
What year?
95.
Okay.
And like the year before, well, I knew that this individual was coming into the world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, holy shit, I'm about to have a kid in high school. I'm about to be a dad. I can't tell no kid to go to school, and I'm still listed as a freshman.
Yeah.
In my junior year, I was still listed as a freshman. So when I had that panic attack and niggas was outside drinking and smoking, this was the strange shit because this nigga Kenyatta, we're not gonna talk about him. not the one that did the show, but when niggas was gang banging in school, this nigga was like, I got a kid. He had a kid at like 14, 15 years old. I was like, nigga, what was you doing? But this nigga was like, oh, you'll be all right. He's just gonna have it. You know what I mean? And it was like, no, nigga, like, I don't think you understand. Like,
Yeah.
we already out here as niggas in Montbello.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Parents is either your dad's is either in and out of jail or just in and out. Period. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The dads that were there, genius, because it helped us a lot see that dads do stick around, especially black dads. Like,
Yeah.
shout out to Ivy Coleman, them's dad, Mr. Coleman, Coach Algie. These are dads that were out there. Coach Hall. These are Montbello dads
Okay.
that was there. You know what I mean?
Naming some legends. Okay.
Yeah. Who else? Look, I mean, like, that was one of the greatest things that we had though was the people that cared about us. Our coaches were actually fathers, and they was in their kids' lives. We normally talk about weed right now.
Oh, well, I ain't got nothing to contribute to that conversation, brother.
Well, I got something to contribute to that
Yeah.
conversation. First, once again, the show's premise is we normally start up with smoking, and then we go into just general conversation, and it just
Yeah.
runs into everything:
Yeah.
sports, entertainment, new technology, video games. But I am on this little. I am trying to get from 260 down to 230.
Hey, round of applause, man. Round of applause.
Thank you. Right now, um, I've already lost 10 pounds.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so since December 17th
Mm-hmm.
till now,
Yeah.
I've lost 10 pounds.
Wow.
But I've put on more muscle.
Yeah.
And that's my main goal is to have more muscle um than fat. And then I've gotten rid of just like having sugar and all of those things. So I'm like detoxing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, um anybody that wants to join in, you can join in. I'm not smoking for the next 90 days
Wow.
just to see what it does. You know what I mean?
Dang.
With the weight and everything, the
Yeah.
working out, hitting the gym, watching my diet. I'm Let's talk some technology.
Okay.
Are you using AI?
I am. I actually use it every day. Can I share with you how I use it?
Go ahead.
I use AI at work. Um, AI responds to emails or at least creates a draft for me. And then from there, I kind of personalize the email. A lot of times in the corporate world, I often have to check the temperature of my responses, right? So I run it through AI, and I may ask AI, hey, make this a more professional response. Thank you. Make it more professional, make it more concise,
Got you.
organize my thoughts in the email. And it's provided me a lot of success, man. Like, I'll share this with you, not to go too long on a tangent, but on Friday I was wrapping up an email, and something came through. Something came through, and the person who was responding to me is a high level individual within my organization, and they were upset about a determination that was made from another department. I just happened to be the messenger because of my role within the organization.
Got you.
And so, not the heartbeats, yo. Dramatic. So, sometimes you could tell when you're being punched down on
Yes.
or talked down to, and I understand that my role is more so I'm a messenger of what determinations come from other departments, and I understand that you don't like that, sir. But anyway, what I typed up, I ran it through AI, and it gave me a softer version. But even before I responded to him, I read the email thread prior to that, because now I was going to have to loop in other high ranking individuals within my organization. And then when I saw the email, I was like, man, you think a professor, what I'm saying, with a PhD probably wrote some of these, but really it was the assistance of AI. So that's really an integral part of my job. I would say I only use AI maybe 10 to 15% of my day at work, but it's been really helpful. How about you, man?
Me myself, I ask AI questions all the time. I need factual information.
Mm,
I don't need assumption or speculation
yeah.
because those things don't work in a court of law.
Do you trust the facts that AI spits
I
out?
trust Gemini.
Okay.
I don't trust Grok.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not a fan of Bings.
Okay.
Um,
What about ChatGPT?
I'm not a fan.
So I actually, when I was using AI just now before the podcast started, I was using ChatGPT. That's the one I went to first. Obviously, it's the biggest name. Um, what I like about Gemini is I've never been booted out of Gemini to pay for like a higher service. So like for me, I can use Gemini more as much as I want to. However, this is what I also use AI for. Not to cut you off, man. I'm sorry, man. But I use it to create like my thumbnails for my videos on YouTube.
Genius.
And I've used it a couple of times to create like scripts. But for me, I feel like I'm already once I get in front of a camera, I'm not myself. Maybe
You
because
want
of the
to, and
lights.
that's what you want to do is you want to be your authentic self.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's one of the things I'm learning about streaming is that too many people are trying to script shit.
yeah,
This show is live so that y'all can see
yeah,
what folks go through. Like in general, like when shit fails, y'all can be like, "Oh my god, what happened?" Like
yeah,
in general, and we can sit there and tell y'all this shit is failing because of the da 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 or da 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 da. Like right now, I have no director. Jameer is not here today, which is okay.
Why you put that boy on blast? Hey, let me share a story with y'all.
My director, once again,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
this is not putting him on blast.
yeah,
Everybody knows because I say his name each time the show is on because he's
yeah,
always here
yeah.
unless he's not here.
He's not here
So
today, huh?
you know what I mean? Like and which is not normal because this man is always on it. So you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like I want people to know things happen,
things
but
happen.
we still have to keep you either keep going or you give up. And those are the things you can't do is
Yeah.
just give up.
I would like to just add to the conversation. We were talking about personality, and for me, getting behind all of this stuff, especially at this level, it kind of I'm more reserved. But I was talking to Chris on the way up in the elevator, and I said something, and Chris just kind of looked at me, face went blank, and I'm like, "Nah, come on, bro. Like, say what you got to say. Like, I know you, man. You are like uncensored, unfiltered, and I gotta say, coming here, even with this is all on, man, you are still yourself, brother.
I try, my
Gotta
guy.
respect and appreciate that, man.
I try, my guy.
Authenticity at its best, right here.
I try. I'm not perfect. I know there are too many people that for me,
Yeah,
and I know I shouldn't classify things like this. However, for me, my guests are in a greater position for me to learn from and I think
mm,
respectfully of.
yeah,
So I try to be as authentic as possible for you so you can have a comfortable conversation.
yeah,
One of the things I'm learning is that when people have a conversation with me, they say, I learn a lot from you and I think I grow just a little bit more from having conversations. And when you used to be angry, like you don't think you had
Who you talking? Who used to be angry? You talking about me
me.
personally? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
But when you know what I mean, like you
Yeah.
don't think about what you and when people be like, yeah, but you used to always be that when we needed it, not when we wanted it.
Mm,
Yeah, because sometimes they wanted it and I didn't know.
mm,
I just gave it to them when I felt they needed it, which it's helping me to understand a lot about myself more. Um, I appreciate that people can actually open up with me
yeah.
and be candid and as usual as I was with you, I was vulnerable last time in our conversation.
Hmm.
Um, people get vulnerable with me in conversation, and I appreciate the honesty, and that's what should be reciprocated in a conversation.
Yeah.
Anything scripted is honestly diabolical.
I think there's a place though for a script. Especially if you're somebody who you have a skill set. You can stay on topic. You can transition from a topic to another topic. you can pull things from guests. You can pull conversation from guests, right? There are individuals who may have the skill of having a high level of information, but they don't really have the ability to stay on task or to stay on topic.
Gotcha.
So I think there is a place for scripts. That's why they do that in the movie industry, you know?
Well, I mean, that's when it comes to those type of shows.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's take like The View.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You have four women
Mm-hmm.
talking points of view. You know what I mean? There's definitely not a script, but there's a set system to where it works.
Yeah.
Where the writing and they know how the system works. Whereas in this is this is catered specifically to my guests.
Mm.
So throughout the week, I'm consistently thinking about my guests, what they do,
Mm.
and how to communicate with them in the same areas of the show.
Yeah.
Just like how we're talking about AI, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Um, not to jump off the subject, but like AI, I like asking AI great questions. Um, last time I asked it about the seven deadly sins, and a lot of people don't know what the seven deadly sins are. They just
Mm.
think that they're something made up, or you know what I mean. And nowadays you got all these Bible thumpers on TikTok and
Bible thumpers. Yeah.
I mean, because here's my reason for calling Bible thumpers Bible thumpers. Understand, back in Jesus's time, who also had a job, which a lot of y'all don't have. Okay, you were pretty much grown at like 10 years old. Okay, you could feed fucking finance yourself around that age. I'm just letting you know.
Three F's.
For real. Like that was that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got folks 17, 18 years old acting like they've been through something.
Mm. Well, they may have. You don't believe at 17 years old you can't go through anything?
I
I'm here.
was
I'm here to challenge your thoughts today.
I was a 17-year-old drug dealing gang member in Montbello.
So you done been through some things.
No.
No?
We made up a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
listened to a whole bunch of bullshit and then made up a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Do you understand?
I agree 100%.
So why am I about to sit here and like if we would have took advantage of all of our opportunities?
Yeah.
Do you know where Gen X would be right now? Black Gen X, not just
Yeah.
any group, or should I
Yeah.
say Gen X of color, Asian, Black, Hispanic.
Well, Asians are definitely taking advantage of the opportunities given to them.
We're not trying to look.
They
I'm
are.
saying
They're
right
doing
now-
well. My Asian
right
brothers
now-
and sisters, y'all are doing well.
We talking about Gen X Black folks. Though,
All right. Yeah. No, I agree.
Today.
So when you share that, and like you said in the beginning, your class of '95, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was class of '06, so that's like a decade in between us. And I would say that history repeats itself because the story you just shared was similar to my story at 17.
If you don't study it.
And I'm just saying, so, but to me at that point in time, it was real. But being older and looking back, it's like, yeah, man, I listened to a lot of BS. I watched a lot of BS and then created a lot of BS off of this stuff. And I'm not blaming that because, but I was impressionable as a young kid,
That part right there.
Yeah.
When we are children, there are things that we comprehend as children. We don't comprehend the adult version of what we're supposed to do until it clicks. And that's one of the things that is going on right now with certain people that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to. There's a lot of adulting happening.
Yeah.
And people are like, I don't understand. Like, as we was just discussing earlier, the youth right now are the one group of people that are not a majority baby mamas and baby daddies right now. Like, this has been the biggest gap between that many people being baby mamas and baby daddies at young ages
Mm-hmm.
than it ever has in America. And I think that's one of the reasons why minimal reason on why they did that with that whole little abortion thing. The other thing is
Oh
they hate
yeah,
women.
yeah. Well, I've heard the different kind of thoughts on that organization, and I ain't seen it. There was one that was off of
When you
Mississippi.
call a female a piggy, you hate women.
Well,
I mean, you ain't never woke up and said, you know what, I'm gonna go call my mama a bitch.
yeah, man. I don't really know what you're referencing, man. I can't say I have anything
That's
to
what I'm
contribute to that
saying. We don't
conversation.
do those type of things. So when you see individuals that do those type of things, you have
Yeah.
to ask yourself, what would make you hate a woman so much that you would make laws against their body? And you not a woman. You can't, there is nothing a man can do like a woman, period. We can imagine, and that's what a lot of y'all do. Use your imagination, or you get into delusional school, which is okay. You can live your imagination out loud, but that's just the straight, honest to God truth. Women think constantly. Do you know guys would completely stroke out if we was thinking constantly? For real, we would be making bets on that shit, y'all. Like, for real, like girls would be like, oh my God, girl, look, he about to stroke out. Watch him. See the smoke coming out his ears? My nigga, we are not like, psh. Then let's not even go into multitasking. The average woman can maintain can multitask four things at once. The average woman, watch TV, cook dinner, raise the kids, and have a conversation on the phone, paying attention to all four. A guy would stroke the fuck out. We get maxed out at two things and be getting kind of flustered. You add a third thing in there, you watch a nigga just get angry. For real. Test it. Test my theory. Here's another theory to test. This, women are so fucking smart. Like for real. Like, do you ever do math in your head and then do it out loud in front of them and it be wrong?
Nah, I'm pretty good at math.
Well, you one of the very few. I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
know now.
thank
That
you.
math is not our thing.
Yeah,
We can have calculators and things like that. We can do that. You know what I mean? But the ones that math is their thing, they're special. Y'all are a special breed. I'm just let you know. Because the majority of us, math is not our thing. If you used to get $500 in $20 bills, right? And then get one $50 bill and just mix it up in the middle of that motherfucker. Watch a guy count that and watch the whole world when
that's
they get
happened
to
to me before. Man. I just
when they
start
get to
over,
the
man.
50.
I just start over, man. Shit.
And that's the thing. Like we're when knowing and understanding what our strengths and our weaknesses are is one of the things that I think we need to get to
Yeah,
as guys.
definitely.
You are a father.
I am.
How many kids?
Three kids. Three kids. A 15-year-old, a 4.5-year-old, and an 18-month-old.
How fun is that?
Man, it's extremely busy. It's fun, magical moments. Definitely. For example, for Christmas, my son is a big dinosaur fan. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and he got a dinosaur that he was really wanting, and like to really see this 4.5-year-old just
Love
freak
it.
out,
I
man. It
made
so
you feel
entertaining.
so good.
Yeah, knowing when I picked that expensive ass dinosaur off that shelf, I
And he enjoyed every
yeah,
bit of it.
I thought about. I was like, man, he's gonna be so happy when he gets it. And then my 18-month-old, when she's running around, she's the only one in the house that when I walk up now, she gives me the biggest hug, man. And
I
she bow
love
to
you,
my knee.
Daddy.
Yeah, bow to my knee. She gives me the biggest hug, and that just really makes me feel really good, man.
Shout out to loving kids. Like,
So just a couple other things though, but being a supporter of my 16-year-old, like today, I was supposed to be a stand-in coach for him, but it didn't work out. They had somebody else, but I was prepared to be a coach for a soccer game. For my 4.5-year-old, I do Sunday school. I teach Sunday school like 1 or 2 weekends a month for him, and obviously the 18-month-old needs to grow, but I'll find a way to kind of be in her life as far as an activity or something like that. So really
Gotcha.
busy, really busy.
Gotcha. That's good though, because being involved as a parent,
Yeah,
a lot of fathers miss out on things because they go, I got to go to work.
gotta go to work.
And I understand that, but as fathers, we also have to grasp the importance of being in our children's lives growing up. And that's one of the things that companies need to hold themselves accountable to. It's not just that mothers need the time off after having a child. It's fathers need time to be with their children so that children don't ever have to go through. When you hear a child tell their parent, oh well, you weren't really there anyways, you put work before me, so you love work more than me. When it comes to a kid, that's what they comprehend from that. They don't see, oh, this has to be done. They see you put work before me,
Yeah,
which means that you love work more than you love me.
yeah,
And folks love to go, oh well, they need to just grow up and no, it's life is supposed to be a balance.
balance. Yeah. Not everybody has the privilege of having a balanced life, though, Chris. So I would
It's
say
not
that
it's not about privilege.
that's a privilege. Come on,
It's
man. I saw my
it's
mom. She had 4 kids, single black mom, 4 kids.
girl, okay.
We all got to school. She went to work. When she got off of work, she was a full-time student, and now she's a teacher and she's been a teacher for however long. But some people have the privilege of, I don't have to work while I go to school. I just go to school because maybe a 529 was set in place for them. So I
Got
do
you.
say it's privilege, man.
Okay. What about creating your own opportunities to grow that way?
Mm,
One of the things that we do in our culture is once again not put a value on our own growth until it becomes important,
yeah, that's what happened to me.
until it became important. You were told of the importance. We was reminded of the importance. Oh, you should be doing this, you
Yeah,
should be doing that. But until we fully comprehended it, we didn't. So when you say that it's a privilege, there's things that we took advantage of that we didn't prioritize.
yeah,
And that's where I'm saying it from. I'm not punching down at
yeah, yeah,
somebody
yeah, yeah, yeah.
who literally is homeless and would like to get out of their homeless situation to become better with their kids. I'm saying in general, when we prioritize what needs to be prioritized, we can be great.
Oh yeah,
We just have to get back to prioritizing that. That's why this conversation is had to come back around this time.
here we go.
Yeah, that's why this conversation had to come around this time again. Like technology wise, um all my information is
We
written
can't see
down
you,
in
Chris.
the
You got to.
in the
Yeah, what is that
oh
called?
my god,
It's
remarkable.
fancy. What? Yeah, whatever it is fancy.
Remarkable.
He's a fancy pantsy.
No, I am not. I'm a gadget geek. I'm a gadget geek. Um, this is remarkable. They have a remarkable 2. It's in color. It writes in color. When you write on this, I don't know if you've ever used one of these, but it feels like writing on paper. And that's the best thing for me. I don't like writing on an iPad with that I it doesn't feel right. And especially if you got to keep your hand up and no,
Yeah.
like I need to be able to put my hand out and see how that just
Wow.
yeah, and I can just
You work for them? You advertising
mm,
for them right now?
no, I don't work for them.
Okay.
I do like promoting good products. I will
Okay.
promote good product.
I think it's a good product. I think it's a limited product because it's an expensive product.
$2.99.
Yeah, that's expensive. $2.99. I can get an iPad for that.
But you get an iPad to do iPad stuff.
iPad stuff. So I'm gonna say
This would be great for those people who like to journal and don't want to get a notebook. Don't want to have a whole bunch of notebooks everywhere.
this is limited though.
Why is it limited?
Is there internet on this? Does it have
Yes.
internet so you can
I
surf the
mean,
web?
once again, it's not for
Yeah.
there. Once again, you're saying so for individuals who are writing or individuals who are
That's
if
like
you
a
have
Kindle.
if you have if you do Word docs, you can transfer Word docs on here from Word to Mac and all that. But once again, it's just for writing. That's the whole purpose.
Yeah.
For you to think,
So I need to spend $300 on a tablet for just writing.
to not buy $300 worth of notebooks ever
Okay.
again.
So there we go. It's environmentally friendly. I'll give them that. You get a point for that. But let me ask you this: how much is a Kindle?
I don't know how much a Kindle is.
You can probably get a Kindle for under $100, and a Kindle is solely for reading. Reading.
Just reading.
So that's the cousin. This is the cousin to the Kindle. Why do I have to pay $300 for that? What software do they have on there?
Once
That's
again,
proprietary.
it's just for writing. You're
Right.
you're
Yeah.
you're trying to make something into out of nothing. That's what you're trying to do.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
sorry.
I don't even think you journal, because that means that
Don't try-
that means that you don't even have a clue on where your life is going right now, except for what you've planned out for the day,
Bro,
right?
I just woke up here, man. I do use notes in my phone. I'm cool with typing. I don't. You said you're a person that needs to write, so you want this.
Not just me. I know writers who write. I know people
Yeah.
who do
I
poetry.
mean, obviously, there's a market for it because
Yeah.
I've seen it before and you have it. So I'm not denying
mean-
that. All I'm saying is, you said I don't journal. I'm saying I have an iPhone full of notes in my notes section.
I asked you if you journal. Like,
Did you, or did you say you obviously
You-
don't journal?
correct.
Okay.
Because
You
think
didn't
about
ask
it. Journaling, you write your notes are about what?
My exercises, my food, my weight tracking, my grocery list, my TV shows I want to watch in the future. I mean, I can go into a ton of things that are in my notes right now. Passwords, tasks that I need to do at job. I mean, not a job, but at work, you know. So
I can tell you what I did on each day of my life.
you're a journaler.
Nah, I just started journaling this year.
That's good.
But I noticed that successful people journal.
Mm.
I can't even say. Let me change that up, because that's kind of rude.
I've got to say this: words matter. With me, words matter.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we're not going to talk about how individuals love things. Yeah, I was about to say something real harsh. I
Words
know it
matter.
was about to be harsh.
Unfiltered and uncensored.
Well,
I was with this man for 2 minutes, and I was like, bro, just let it out, man. You don't got to filter or censor yourself, bro.
nah, there are certain things that don't need to be that harsh, though.
Okay.
But I can, you know what I mean? Like, I can, every day since the beginning of the year, I have been journaling, and
That's
I
dope.
have noticed there are things that we don't talk about throughout the day that we be journaling, or like your most intrusive thoughts. You should write those down.
Not going to do that.
Why?
So I think what you're doing is good. If it works for you, then it's good for you.
I didn't. I just asked you why.
Right, right. And so I'm prefacing with, I'm not shooting down what you're doing because it works for you. Now I'm going to talk about me and what works for me.
That's what you're supposed to do when somebody asks you why.
And that's what I'm about to do. If you let me get there, my brother.
Yeah, you. I'm like,
So
you
for
completely.
me, my brain is like an internal filing cabinet. And you even said it about 30 minutes ago over there. You said, standing up, these companies are building these AI data centers and they still can't operate like a brain. I think my thoughts out when I exercise. I was on the treadmill
That's
for,
meditation.
I mean, it's my way of working through and processing my thoughts, my interactions for the day. As
Okay,
I assume
meditation.
that's what you do. Whatever you, whatever you can label what you think it
A
is.
majority of people know when they. A majority of people know what they do when they do what they do.
Let me ask you a question, Chris.
Unfortunately,
How are you going to label something that I do?
because other people have called it that.
I'm telling you what I do, and you're telling me what
I'm
it
just
is.
saying what sociologists have said repeatedly.
Okay.
Anything that you've done dedicatedly where you focus on something and you go into yourself is a form of meditation.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We could look up the definition of meditation. I always thought it was somebody with their eyes closed, crisscross applesauce. You know what I'm saying? Maybe humming. I don't know, man. But or focusing on their breathing.
What are you doing when you're in your gym?
I am.
You're not focused on your breathing
That's not my number one focus. I'm focusing on my
while
thoughts.
you're. So, when I was taught to work out, I was taught also how to breathe while working out. I was taught to run by a runner who taught me how to breathe when I ran.
Yeah, yeah.
One of those things connect to meditation.
Okay.
When some it'll click for you later on.
Okay.
Those are one of the things that click later on. Everything don't click like that.
I just wanted to share with you. That's what I do. That's how I process my thoughts, man.
Gotcha.
So that's all, man.
So you meditate while you in the gym.
That's what you say I do.
How is that not?
That's because you're not there with me. So if you're not physically seeing what I'm doing,
No, I'm just asking. How
Yeah.
is it not?
because I don't know how it is. So I can't.
You've never meditated?
Not actively, no. I can't say that I've never learned the skill of meditation. That's why you're telling me I'm doing something I've never learned. I don't know what.
So I just introduced you to something that you were doing that you didn't know you were doing.
Can we move on, my brother? Was trying to force meditation on me, and meditating
I'm
is not
not.
bad.
I'm not. I'm telling you from a whole lot of people that
Yeah.
exercise.
This is
It
all
is
I'm- this,
you ask a whole lot of people that exercise, okay, that
Yeah.
are professional exercisers, okay, that teach people all the time. The one thing that they tell folks is this is another form of meditation. You want to focus on you. You want to get some of your frustration out. You want to focus. You want to just your time. Of course, it has a definition. Oh, and you asked that bitch? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, we're not asking Siri. Let's ask Gemini.
The action or practice of meditating.
Duh.
a written or spoken discourse expressing considered thoughts on a subject. I don't see nothing about no breathing in this definition, man. But we'll see what Gemini has to say about it. Oh yeah, by the way, my boy needs the link. He said, "Yo, I need the link to the podcast, and we live right now. Is there any way you can airdrop that to me or something so I can send it to him, or just send him the YouTube name?"
I mean, it's the show
Yeah.
on YouTube, on Instagram,
Let me go to your YouTube real
and
quick.
Face and Twitch. Black Conscious
Man,
Convo.
what's your? His name is Jameer. What's your name of your director again?
Jameer.
Man, look, we need that brother here right now, man. We got people probably tapping in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
People commenting. There's probably people that have things to say about what we're saying right now.
I'm sure.
That's not you. There's a brother. His name is Real Black Consciousness.
Real Black Consciousness.
Yeah, black. I typed in Black Conscious Podcast. Why? I just had you pulled up earlier, man. Yo, we can't have no dead air, man.
And
This dude, he must have this name on lock, man. Oh, here we go. It's
Ooh.
live. We live right now. We live. It's showing me typing, man. Hey.
let's check this out. We're gonna listen to what
Mediation is a voluntary and confidential process where a neutral third party, the mediator, helps people in a dispute reach a mutually acceptable agreement. Unlike a judge, a mediator
We ain't even going.
Hey, you listening to that girl? He said the B word. You listening to that B word? And I'm gonna go to Gemini.
have you here. I'm Gemini, your AI thought.
Yo, he got the black
What
voice
is the
though.
definition of meditation and different forms and types?
Dang, Gemini's slow, man. Shit.
I don't know. I don't be.
Meditation is a broad term for a family of self regulation practices focused on training, attention, and awareness. While many people
Oh,
view it as emptying the
training.
mind, it is more accurately defined as a process of directing the mind to bring mental processes under greater voluntary control. To understand the different forms, it helps to categorize them by their mechanism, how you do it, and tradition, where it comes from. 1. Mechanisms of meditation. From a scientific and practical perspective, most techniques fall into one of three functional categories. Focused attention, concentrative. You direct your focus toward a single object, such as the breath, a candle flame, or a repetitive sound, mantra. When the mind wanders, you gently bring it back. This builds mental muscle and concentration. Open monitoring, mindfulness. Instead of focusing on one thing, you remain present and aware of everything happening in the moment, thoughts, sounds, sensations, without judging or reacting to them. You act as a detached observer, automatic self transcending. These techniques, like transcendental meditation, use a mantra as a vehicle to allow the mind to settle into a state of restful alertness beyond thought itself. 2. Common types and forms. Type primary focus, best for mindfulness, the present moment, and physical sensations, reducing stress and emotional reactivity. Vipassana, insight, deep interconnection between mind and body, gaining self awareness and insight
have
into
that issue.
habits. Loving kindness, metta, cultivating feelings of compassion and love, improving relationships and self acceptance. Body scan, systematically checking in with body parts, physical relaxation, and releasing tension. Zazen, Zen, precise posture, and just sitting awareness, developing discipline and mental clarity. Transcendental, TM,
Just so you
a
don't question
specific
my
mantra
wisdom ever
assigned by a
again.
teacher. Deep rest and transcending
I ain't heard
active
nothing
thought.
about no physical fitness
Movement,
or breathing.
yoga, tai chi, the sensation of the body in
Movement.
motion.
Yoga,
People who find it
tai
hard to
chi.
sit
Was
still.
an example
Grounding,
of a form.
visualization,
The gym.
mental imagery of a
Working
place
out.
I
or a
didn't hear that. I heard
specific goal,
yoga, tai
boosting
chi.
That's
mood,
an asshole.
motivation, or manifesting. 3. Specialized forms, spiritual meditation, practiced in almost all world religions, often as contemplative prayer, focusing on a deeper connection with a higher power or the divine. Sound meditation, sound baths, using external vibrations from gongs, singing bowls, or chanting to anchor the mind and induce relaxation. Reflective meditation, choosing a specific question or spiritual text to contemplate deeply, seeking
Yeah, I think we good.
Is going to the gym a form of meditation for
at
you?
all. It sounds like you've got the
I
Is
think
going to the gym a form of meditation for
I
you?
think it's dope that Gemini's talking through the headphones. That's dope.
Yeah, see, I try to keep I try to keep it connected just in case I ask questions like that.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that.
Because you tried to tell me I didn't know what I was talking about. I knew what I was talking about.
You still haven't proved your point though, but I like that your Gemini is a black female voice.
When's your
That's pretty
birthday?
dope. How long are we gonna debate meditation?
Asking.
Ways, yes, the gym can absolutely be a form of moving meditation. While traditional meditation is often stationary,
Don't
the
question
goal
me
of
again on
This
stuff
dude
that I know.
prompts Gemini. He prompts Gemini
I
like,
just asked, is going to the gym a form of meditation? He
All
said
right.
yes.
okay,
It's a simple question.
all right,
I know the questions to ask. I don't ask asinine questions. That's the thing.
all right.
Some people like to be assholes all the time. I bring my assholism out when other people bring their asshole to the table.
So what does that make you?
King asshole. When I need to
I'm,
be.
I'm gonna give that to you. You can have it.
Gotcha. So back to our back to what I was trying to get to before. I was like, oh snap, where'd the pen go? Fuck it. I'm using my fingers. When it comes to Eric's journey, what
Yeah,
made you start Eric's journey?
Definitely. I feel like everybody has a
And
journey.
don't you be getting sensitive over there neither.
About what?
Period.
About what?
You know, nigga.
About what? I can't be mad that a nigga prompts a computer. Like
can't-
you're feeding a computer like
you can't ask
guided
a,
questions.
You can't prompt a question. It's not like us. It's not gonna sit there and debate on the answer. It's just going to get you the factual answer.
I can't even think of the term of what you just did, but there's a term for when you're like a leading question. This is a leading question. Perhaps
If it was human, yeah. If it was human, it would be like that. And we was on a court stand, that would be probably possible.
I moved on, brother. You brought it back up. I'm good.
You're hilarious.
Sorry, man. But to answer, and I wish Jameer was here because I would love to do a poll in the chat right now to ask individuals what are their thoughts, as far as the gym, is that a form of meditation and so forth. But man, we're gonna go on, man.
My nigga, how many people do you hang out with besides your family?
Not a lot.
So how would that even help you?
What do you mean?
Okay, one of the things I do is volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
I do this so I can get an understanding of what's going on in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Besides where you interact,
Mm-hmm.
how do you know what's going on and what affects you and your community?
Yeah. So I'm not in the streets.
It has nothing to do with being in the streets. It's volunteering
How do I know what's going on around in my community?
in your community.
Well, my community, this is my community. My community is my household.
Mm-hmm.
That's my kids. My community are my neighbors around me.
Mm-hmm.
My community is when I go to the grocery store and I see the same cashier that checks me out when I go to the grocery store. My community is when I go to the gym. My community is when I go to church. My community is when I go to work. This is all my community. So that's where I get the pulse on what's going on in my life. That's the best way I can answer that question, my brother. But you asked me another question, and I really wanted to answer that question too.
What made you start Eric's journey?
Let me ask you a question. So you volunteered. That's one aspect of your community. Where else is the rest of your community at?
The Black community? I'm everywhere we are. If people invite me to their spots, I'm there. As politicians right now are running for office, they are trying to gather people that know people. I know people. I motivate people to move, and I help people get connected to people to make things happen in their community. I'm supporting a couple of people running for Congress in Colorado. One of the young ladies in this district, a lawyer who owns a coffee house. She has a meeting on the west side next. Is it next? Yeah, I believe it's next week. But yeah, I'm out where people ask me to come to, and people ask me to come to these things because they know I'm a support.
So this question was stemmed off of if gymming is meditation.
No,
Okay.
I asked you the question about when did you start Eric's journey, and you said there was another question you wanted to answer, and then
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
answered me that
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Look, you the one being the devil is the devil deceives and confuses. We gonna get back to what we supposed to be doing here. Go ahead.
I think your question was, if I remember you correctly, was
What made you start Eric's
Eric's
journey?
journey. What made me start Eric's journey?
Yes. What was the motivation for Eric's
Yeah.
journey?
So Eric's journey is it's a YouTube channel that I started. I've actually had a YouTube channel for a while, but I really didn't start posting consistently until August of 2025. And prior to that, I had a love for finance because, as Chris alluded to earlier, we kind of don't prioritize things until we're in a bad situation. And then that's when we make the decision that, oh, I need to go to school. I need to get this education, because we see education as a way to step up, or, I need to invest because this is a way that I can make it to a higher level in life. Um, my journey, I think everybody has one. I believe that we all have multiple journeys in our life, different chapters. But this journey that I'm capturing in Eric's journey regarding my investing journey, that's what it's about. It's about an investing journey. It started for me when I first got out of the military. I did 10 years. I got out in 2020. And from there, I had a lot of downtime. I always had a passion for economics and business. That's what my degree is in. And so I found a couple of individuals that looked like me on YouTube, and I started following them, and they were day trading, and they were telling me or teaching me how to invest in different businesses to find if businesses were valuable, arbitrage, um, and different strategies that you could use to make extra income. So in August of 2025, I was trying to save for a trip for my family to go to Disneyland for Christmas. And
Got you.
that's when I had started posting this video. I talked to my wife. I said, hey, we could put a couple of $1,000s in this account. And, I can do some things where I'll invest into some stocks that were high yielding. I can also sell some options, just different strategies to make some additional income. And through this process, I created goals for myself, how much money I was going to contribute, how much income I was looking to make a week, and then I tracked it every week through August through December of 2025. So if you go to my channel now and you look at my latest post, I'm talking about my goals from January 26th through January 27th. I have a goal that I'm trying to attain at the end of the year. I haven't really shared it with anybody, but it's not really about that. It's just about the journey. It's not about the endpoint. It's about the journey, how you get there, what do you learn while you're trying to get there, and the success.
I believe you like to use the statement from the mud to the markets.
No,
From the mud up. You don't do that?
no, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got you.
yeah.
It was just something you mentioned before.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the ground up.
Ground up, maybe.
Yeah, from the ground up, transparency.
Transparency. Yeah.
Your channel, you I mean, I've watched your videos.
Yeah.
I think you do a good job of letting people know what you're doing when it comes to your form of investment.
Yeah.
I I I didn't know that would be you one day. Like,
Yeah.
I know this nigga from being a music producer
Yeah.
and working in healthcare. But I remember when that was a goal and a dream. So to see that you are in investing right now, which is something that a lot of black people are interested in right now.
Yeah.
Um, do you know what the market cap spending on black people is in America? Like how much we spend in
Oh, it's
America?
a couple 100 billion for sure. 300 billion.
Couple of 100 billion?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We are 1.1, we are supposedly $1.2 trillion
Really. Okay.
spending in America.
Yeah.
They're saying in 5 years we will be a $2.2 trillion entity of a culture, which when you think about it is one of the reasons why they won't give niggas reparations.
Mm. Well, why wouldn't they? We would just spend it again.
Nah, we would leave this bitch.
Okay.
A majority of niggas would get that money and be out.
Okay.
I know a whole lot of niggas that if
Where would they
got
go?
Africa.
Okay.
I know a whole lot of niggas that would be bound for Africa, bound for glory.
Yeah.
One of the things Ghana gives us free land as soon as we touch down.
Why? Why do they give out free land?
Because it's called the coming home. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot going on when it comes to the coming home. A lot of the countries have connected to the coming home of Africa. That is actually one of the things that people are honestly thinking about, because in the next 30 years, Africa is going to be one of the largest markets in the world, just because they're growing that way. And a majority of them are, like, right now, a lot of them are young because of all the wars that have happened. Like, a lot of them are young. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even grasp. Like, just like in Gaza, a lot of them are young. A lot of their parents are, a lot of their elders are gone.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the downsides to that. But at the same time, they have an opportunity to grow and become a society of something great. Um, when it comes to what is this? Why is there so much silence around finance in the Black community, and how is this silence hurting our ability to invest collectively?
Great
If I was
question.
to ask you that question,
Great question. Why is there silence in the Black community? I can speak from my experience. I
you
don't.
don't know that many Black people.
I'm Black. What do you? What do you say?
No, I'm saying, like, you don't. Do you talk to Black people about investing?
Um, I think I do. Yeah. I talk to everybody about investing, but typically when you talk about investing, you may talk about businesses, but you don't necessarily talk about portfolios, your personal um finances. But as far as talking to Black people, because that was your original question, like I'm Black, so I don't know what you mean by that, or the fact that you would ask me that.
I ask the Black people that I know if they're investing or not.
Yeah, I mean, you did ask me that question too. The question that you asked me was, why is there silence in the Black community about investing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying from my point of view,
Go ahead.
because you're asking me from my point of view. So from my point of view, I feel like what I heard a lot of my old heads say, the people before me, was like investing was a scam. Maybe they had invested money previously before and had lost money and it didn't pan out right. And I don't really want to condemn a whole race or a whole culture for, you know, what some people have said. But also I think that you have to have patience with investing. And there have been times recently in the market where you can invest some money and there's a run, and you may get 20 or 30% in a short period of time, and people get addicted to that and think that that's how investing should always be. However, a lot of people, great people like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, typically invest for a longer duration, and if you want to see positive returns, you should have the outlook of maybe 5 to 10 years, as opposed to a couple of months, or you put some money into an investment and then a week later it's down and you're like, oh, I'm pulling my money out, as opposed to weathering the storm. So I think that, individuals who may need access to money, short-term money, that try and invest it, and then they it goes the wrong way for them. They have to pull something out in a couple of months, and then they're like, well, they took a loss on it. Well, I'm not doing that again. I could have just held my money. And then there was a second part to that question as well. Can you re-ask it, please?
Oh, the second part was the silence, the hurting our ability to invest,
Yeah, silence.
which was basically like me saying, I go and ask Black folks if they're investing.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, if I will ask any Black person if they're investing. I have I ride public transportation. When I see niggas on it, I talk to them about invest. I don't say you should invest or do what they should invest in.
Yeah.
I just ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's for me right now. investing is important when it comes to your future. If you want something, you are going to have to one sacrifice something and invest in something.
Yeah.
Starting with yourself. Um, I thought that that was something that a lot of people was learning during COVID because these group of brothers, Earn Your Leisure,
Mhm.
took off super heavily with black people and the black community
Yeah.
when it came to them being young black men speaking on investing.
Yeah.
So I was believing that that was one of the reasons that a lot of people were investing, especially when it comes to our culture,
Yeah.
because it's not something that we normally do. Um, what do you think when it comes to individuals that are younger than you that can answer that question wholeheartedly on, yeah, they're investing and yeah, they know about it?
I think that's great. I think investing is a way to unlock a higher potential.
So is investing something that you just honestly learned last year?
Oh no, no. Um, so I went to Smiley Middle School in Park Hill off of Holly and like 23rd,
Yep.
like 24th. And I remember in
I
seventh
know a
grade,
whole bunch of y'all niggas.
I remember in seventh grade there was a class, and it was a business class taught by Miss Heineman. I still remember her name, Miss Heineman or Miss Hickerman. They were right across the hall from each other. Anyway, she was African American teacher, female, short hair, gray and black. And after school, we'd be in that class for like 30 minutes, and they had a platform where they could give us some fake money.
To
Excuse me,
invest in the stock
to
market,
invest in the stock market.
the stock market game.
And I think from that moment right there, I grew fond of it. And over time, I worked jobs that offered like a 401k of some sort, and I put a little money in there, maybe like a purchase program where you can get the stocks for the company you work at discounted. But I never really took it seriously.
There you go.
But during COVID, because I did get out during COVID, October 2020, as I alluded to earlier, that's when I took the time to really learn how to value companies, how to look at a stock and say, okay, to read an earnings sheet, alongside going to school for business. So it kind of it was in parallel with each other. So I think I would say like the end of 2020, beginning of 2021 is really when I started diving deep into it.
I knew about it a lot.
Yeah.
Um, we had a lot of patients in healthcare that were money,
Okay.
like the ones that paid their own treatment. I don't know if you know about a lot of those,
Nah.
but like
Yeah.
Mr. Williams was one of those, the
Okay.
black man with the we're not gonna get into all that, but um Mr. There was the guy in the ISO. He was one.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all those individuals, I learned way back then. Um I don't know if I remember telling you when I was in Atlanta, I used to work right across from Emory University, and I would go into emergency room and help them out over there with the people that came in through our clinic. And this one guy used to come in. He used to be. They used to say, "Oh, he's crazy. You I don't want to help him." And I'd be like, "Well, I'll take care of him." You know what I mean? I just take care of him. And he was like, "I'm gonna get you some Bitcoin for helping me." You know, I was
Oh, he
like,
said
"What
that
is?"
back then.
Oh yeah,
What year was that?
this was not. This was 2007.
Okay, I don't think Bitcoin started until 2009. But
No, 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 no. There was there was talk of the coin, and I
okay,
didn't know what it was. Once again,
yeah,
this was yeah, this was 2007. So couldn't have been 2009 because I wasn't in Atlanta in 9. I was here.
okay. But he knew about it, and he was gonna give you some.
Right, and
Yeah,
he's well, basically
crazy.
he was the first one to write down that whole little long ass code on some paper for me. I have a notebook with that code on it,
Yeah,
and that's where my coins has been since then.
yeah,
Like he was like, I'll get you. I was like, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It could be confusing, huh? It's a lot.
I mean, when I seen that long ass code, I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
He was like, that's digital money. This is the future. And they was like, he's crazy. That's what they, and it was, what's his name? What was that guy's name that started talking about it? See, that's why it's good to have.
Yeah. I do want to know for you, your investing journey, like why do you think maybe in our
When
community
did Bitcoin get started?
2009?
Yeah.
But I want to know what has been your
Yeah,
experience
see,
in our community?
October in 2008. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
October in 2008 was when, yeah, see, 7-8 is when I got that thingy. 2008 is when he was starting to make it. And it was the talk of the town.
Yeah.
But when it got activated was 2009.
Okay.
Or should I say people having access to it?
Yeah.
2009.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like I didn't know what that shit was. It was just 4 coins. He was like, "I'm gonna get you 4 coins." He was like something like he said there was something. Can't even remember what they cost back then. Smoked too much weed. But and I don't want to be no liar on, you know what I mean. But that was what changed my life. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, why do I know what that means? And I just, for some reason, I've kept all my little notebooks
Mhm.
in with my taxes.
Yeah.
So I have all my tax paperwork from way back in the day. And it was like, what is this in this notebook? And I was like, that's that freaking code.
Yeah.
And then I put that, I went on to, uh, see, now I gotta, because it's closed now. Binance. And
Is
then
Binance closed? I know that something happened with seizing.
I know, yeah,
Yeah.
that was where it was at. It was under Binance. I
Okay.
just know that.
Yeah.
And now
A
it's
couple
not.
of them went down.
Yeah, well, now it's now it's with crypto.com. But
Okay.
yeah, now it's with crypto.com. But in general, I was just like, I don't know what this shit is.
Yeah.
I just knew it was money. But then, like I said, from high school, we all knew about the stock market game.
Yeah.
You couldn't pass your class. You couldn't get out of math class without doing that. And I just,
So they taught it in math class for y'all?
yeah, in middle school.
That's in middle school.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I got that. Maybe.
The stock market game, because it was you basically every day your teacher would bring in the newspaper and you would have to watch your stocks.
That's what's up.
Because that's how bad it was. Like,
I don't feel like I ever got. I mean, I stayed after school, but I don't think I got that during like regular hours.
oh yeah. But see, once again, Gen X was the last group of people to have auto mechanics, wood
I had woodworking,
class,
and metal
home ec,
class.
metal.
Yeah.
Did you do home ec?
Oh, I did home, but I did that in middle school, but not in high school. In high school, I did woodworking and metal class.
Yeah. See, and did you have auto mechanics?
Nah.
Yeah. See, we still had auto mechanics. We still had, yeah, all forms of metal. Like, did you do all forms of torch?
Nah. I was
Torch,
just like
arc welding.
Nah.
Oh, so you didn't do none of
Like
that?
cut metal. It was like building stuff.
No. We had welding class. Like,
that's what's
they
up.
had an arc welder. They had what's call it welder. They had it. Yeah, we learned. You could learn electrician, typing.
This was at Montbello?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had all that. Accounting class. Like, if you wanted to be an accountant, they had the little. If you wanted to be a court clerk, yeah,
that's dope.
But that was the last. We was the last of that. Like we was probably the reason that they stopped all of that because we didn't take advantage of what we should have been taking advantage of.
Yeah.
Once again, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, do you know? Like, we didn't know that you could make good money being a welder, and now you got welders about to be one of the highest paid individuals.
Really?
Oh yeah. Do you know? This is what America needs: welders, electricians, plumbers. Okay, electrician is about to go from being like 48 to 49, all because of these data centers. They're about to go up to like at least an $80 to $90 an hour job, and they're only going to work 8 hours.
Mm.
Because anything after 8 hours is double time. And who's going to pay double time?
Hey, somebody who needs that building built needs some electric.
Those look, if they're going to pay it, trust me, that is one of the that's one of the things about the trades. Just like flying airplanes. Like a lot of airplane pilots are old.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Like that's why they dropped them in them. That's why they dropped the age down to be a pilot.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that either.
Oh yeah, dude. Like there's so many jobs that are coming available that like air traffic controller.
Do you think one day airplanes will be autonomous just like they're trying to do with cars?
No.
I think so, man.
No.
It might be like a probably a lower paid individual just making sure everything is going well, like a technician of some sort, but
Unless humans give up that form of control, like I can totally see it if they do it in space. There are too many cars, there are too many planes in the air for them to be like, yeah, let's let AI handle that. Like you think
well, where does the term autopilot come from?
autopilot is just the plane staying on course, not flying, not necessarily making moves.
No. I'm saying at the lowest form when this term we've been using for 20, 30, 40 years, like, man, I'm on autopilot. That's
Yeah,
just a common term that we use in society, but that comes from that's an airliner
plane that
term.
just is
Yeah.
going. It's just staying at that altitude
Yeah.
and flying at and flying straight. It's not going left. It's not going right. It's just like the auto drive when you say stay in between the lanes.
Yeah.
On the highway. That's it. You're just saying stay in between the lanes. You're not saying drive the car until you say drive the car. But yeah, autopilot is just like saying stay in between the lanes. And you stay in between the lanes.
So if we can, because they're creating semis to be autonomous.
That's gonna happen. That's already happened.
All right. So
So
why
the
why
state of
can't
Texas has already allowed autonomous trucks on the road. They have been there for a year now.
why can't airplanes be autonomous then?
Once again, you got too many planes in the air to put that type of fear in people going, well, if they let the plane, like, look at it this way. Say somebody wants to try to hack AI
Mm-hmm.
on a plane. They will find a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll crash the plane.
Yeah.
They'll make AI crash the plane.
They can do same in a semi truck too.
I mean, we see what that we see that, but that's on the ground, right? Think about what airplane fuel does, especially when it's blown up in the air. Like you got a lot going on with airplane fuel. This is why they're trying to change a lot of that. They're trying to go to hydrogen engines, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's cleaner. And you see
Yeah.
how like there's a lot of that airplane fuel does. Like they can't even build where they used to dump the fuel from Stapleton. That little you see those areas that they don't build on.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they used to dump fuel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Stapleton and Northfield, you'll see all the areas that they sort of kind of made it like you could ride a bike over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But they won't, you know what I mean? And that's just from dumping it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the craziest things. Holy shit. Yeah, that's one of the craziest things.
Yeah.
When it comes to just autonomous vehicles. Like, would you Think about how many people don't like autonomous vehicles.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question.
A lot of people are the reason why there's not there's the fear of autonomous. A lot of people are not getting to a Uber
Yeah.
or a Lyft with no driver.
Hmm.
Like Waymo is not. It's not having the best time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see them every once in a while. You don't see a lot of them.
I don't know. When I was in LA, man, it was back to back.
That's LA though. You know why?
He said, you know why? I guess I thought they were only released in certain markets like Austin, LA, San Francisco. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, but there's also reasons for it.
Yeah.
Once again, are you viable? A lot of politicians are viable to let things happen.
Yeah.
And that's why I am appreciative of this movement right now with politics and us as black people paying attention to what's going on and who we're voting for now. Like Jasmine Crockett is a beast, and I don't care who you are. If you don't like Jasmine Crockett, that's because you just hate women and you hate strong, smart black women. Cause she is something else. Something else. We need more Jasmine Crockett's and less Hakeem Jeffries. I can't stand that coon. For real. You just Captain Coon just sell out to the Republicans. Oh, we'll vote on your sorry ass Chuck Schumer and all them shits. Them fuckers need to go. They're old and they like to beat a dead horse. They think that the 80-year-old horse is still alive and that's what they want us to keep voting for. Like, no, fuck that. Y'all been doing some shitty shit for a long time, some shady shit. Y'all been insider trading, all those things for all this time, and now y'all about to lose y'all's power. Congratulations. We hate y'all. But in general, like I said, stock market is something that once I grasp that's where everybody has been building wealth. I said that's what I need to start looking into. That was for me. That was for my investment.
Yeah.
Into, or should I say, reason for investing in the stock market. But like I said, I didn't know that Bitcoin was going to go up to where it went up to, and then I didn't know that they was going to start offering loans.
Yeah.
Off your money. You know what I mean? You could stake your coins, and you know what I mean. All of those things have helped people become either better investors or put them in debt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's investing. When it comes to seeing a black woman being one of the investors in the Denver Broncos, how does that make you feel?
Yo, that was so cold when I found that out, man. I was like, really? And you probably know more about this than me. I mean, is she the first African American female?
Yes.
See, like, I think that's dope. I really don't have much else to say about it. Like, and then to do it with the Walton family, like,
the most racist family in the world, to create Project 2025 because they invest in the whole. Let me stop. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the. I mean, I'm not taking away from that. Like, you know what I mean? She's there.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they can do is buy her out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's like, no.
Do you know a little bit about her backstory? I don't know much about her.
I do not. Okay. But you know what? Just because you said that,
yeah,
I am going to put in some effort to learn about her.
Yeah, me too.
When it comes to the Denver Nuggets, are you invested in the Nuggets right now?
I
as a team.
How I was invested into the Nuggets was a 3-year consecutive season ticket holder. And
there you go.
And then I am watching them this season from a distance. There's still a lot of like NFL to consume at the moment, But I am a Denver Nuggets fan, man. That's yeah.
I'm just a Colorado fan.
Yeah.
I can't stand the people that come here trying to change Colorado, as we had talked about earlier. I don't know what the fuck a rhino is. I don't know what the fuck all these other bullshit names and labels of sides of towns
Yeah.
that these developers believe
Yeah.
that they got to come up with to make something.
Yeah.
Fuck you, feed you hot rice straight out the pan, off the stove. This is the east side. This is 5 Points where I live.
Yeah. Yeah. You
5
are down
Points
there.
Historical District.
Yeah.
This is all the east side till
Yeah.
you get to the highway. You got Globeville,
Yeah. Swansea.
Swansea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what those neighborhoods are.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that other
Me neither.
bullshit,
Yeah.
but they can keep that bullshit.
Yeah.
And they will find out that a lot of the people are leaving because we don't agree to their bullshit, which is great because that's one of the things that we have always known about Colorado. Y'all come to Colorado. Y'all come to Colorado thinking y'all can change Colorado. Y'all see we don't like change unless we make it about us, not about what y'all come from. And that's the problem. Y'all come from these places that we didn't ever like.
Yo, stop it, bro.
For real.
Stop it.
For real. Think about it. We drive to Vegas.
We do.
We like Vegas. We don't like Californians, Northern Californians at that. Why? Digital tech folks have no grasp of reality.
I see what you're saying now. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
The techies.
And then let's not even play.
Yeah.
LASIK made nerds think that they were fucking handsome.
Oh yeah.
And now they go, oh my God, I look good because they can see themselves without their glasses. So they look good. So now they're going to the gym and thinking that they're the shit, aka Mark Zuckerberg, trying to be a
UFC fighter. Yeah.
Stay in your nerd lane. Okay? Just because you got LASIK don't mean that you're handsome, young man. Just because you hit the gym now, that's not, you're still a weirdo. Once again, you want everybody to use your platform, but yet you keep your kids off your platform. None of these tech folks allow their children to have devices.
Yeah.
And any of that. But yet they're promoting it to you. You just had a conversation with me about meta glasses.
Yeah.
You think his kids got meta glasses?
Probably not. Dang.
So, as we keep on keeping on, do you think the Nuggets are going to win it?
Well, even before I answer that question, I would like to just say that I hope that Jokic comes back sooner than we anticipate.
Yeah, that loss last night was not right.
I hope that Jokic he gets to play more than 65 games, so he's eligible for NBA MVP because I think he's very deserving of how he's playing right now. Do I believe that the Nuggets have what it takes to win? I believe, honestly, since the bubble, it really became real to me that this could have been a dynasty. Obviously, Jamal Murray got injured, and we didn't have him for like a season and a half, 2 seasons. And it looks like this season he's kind of getting back to what we call Bubble Murray.
Yeah.
Remnants of Bubble Murray, 40-point games, and I feel like if Jamal can give us more than 25 on a consistent basis, he should be an all-star as well, by the way. But I feel like him, Brown, I saw Gordon almost get into a scuffle as well. Gordon, Jokic, and I'm glad they brought Brown back. I thought that, trading him was kind of a mistake.
They're learning that their long-term game needs to be better.
Yeah.
And that's just like investing. That's a smart move, as you just stated. That was a smart move to bring him back.
Yeah.
Just like with let's move into video game.
Yeah.
We are the biggest buyers of all the shit out there when it comes to video games. You notice that?
We're just the consumers in general.
Yeah.
When are we going to become producers?
That's the thing right there. Um, we buy all the NBA skins, the NFL skins, the Fortnite dances, and all of that stuff.
Mhm.
Like, do you think, as you said, do you think that plays a part into why we are unable to invest? Because we're always buying and not saying, let me not buy that.
Yeah.
Why do you think we just keep on buying, buying, buying?
Typically,
Self gratification.
so yeah, but groups of people who have been oppressed, have gone so long without, and you see people who you perceive to be doing well, they're happier in life, perceived that they're happier in life, they're traveling more, they've got the nice car, they live in the nice house. And so I think that when you haven't had those things, you want to have those things, so you do want to pull up in a nice car when you go to your job because you're going to be there for 8 hours every day working for it. So I think that the reason why we do things like that is, you said, self gratification, but just a feeling of instant. We go and do that retail therapy. We feel there's dopamine hits every time that I picked up this new shirt.
There are
You know,
social studies that show that that is true.
yeah, and so it feels good while we're doing it. But like you said, man, we need to be able to suppress those thoughts and those
But
feelings
then,
and those
yeah,
urges.
because afterwards, you got people that feel real bad for the shit that they bought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing how we continuously do this whole little back and forth with ourselves, but at the same time,
Mm,
we know where this back and forth comes from. It comes from us not having
mhm.
access to capital.
Okay.
Like, I remember what Bernie Sanders was talking about. There was a study done that said that minimum wage across the country should be somewhere around $50 to $60.
Oh wow.
But we're still running around
Yeah.
with $20
Yeah.
in certain places as the minimum wage, and then in certain places, $7.25 is still
Still,
minimum wage for the
yeah.
country.
That's what it was when I was 16 with my first job. But what do you think is going to happen to everything around you if you do start making $50 and $60 an hour? What do you think is going to happen to the rents, the mortgages, the fast food, the gasoline? Everything's just going to go up.
Unless the government puts controls on that, it won't.
So if the government starts putting controls on that, what is that called?
That is called proper governing.
It's called communism.
Nah,
It's called communism.
communism is something that a lot of people do not grasp
Mm,
because they've not lived in it.
mm,
You haven't lived in it. I haven't lived in it. We don't know what communism is.
mm.
Because if you go over to Russia, we say it's a communist country, correct?
Mhm.
You go over there, they don't know that.
Mm.
You're able to be just as free as you are unless you do something crazy. Right?
Well, I don't know much about Russia, so
Oh, okay, then let's do something that we do know.
talking China.
Okay. China, once again,
Does China have Google?
we yes.
They have Google.
Yeah.
Are they able to Google whatever they want in China?
Unfortunately, depending on what your social status is, because you have a so if you're an asshole in public,
Yeah.
you have a low score, so you can't do much
You're talking about something I
socially.
don't know much about. They have a
Uh,
social score?
yeah.
Okay.
So if you are an asshole, you're limited to, like, you can only stay in your little area. For real. You're a horrible person. You can only stay in your little area. You can't do much. Everybody's got
Socially
housing
or like in real life?
in real life.
Okay. How do they grade them on their
Once again, that's what all their technology does.
Mm,
Like, you can walk into a store and pay for shit with your hand.
mm.
Understand, you can get a $30,000. So you do know everything that we sell over there is cheaper than what we get over here.
And that goes back to what I said. If the minimum wage here was $50 or $60, like you said that Bernie Sanders had suggested, what would happen? The price of items would go up around us anyway. And so in
Only,
China,
once again, only if the government did not intervene. Once again, in places like San Francisco, they have rent hikes. You can't hike the rent up no more.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mhm.
That's common sense. Why would you, just because people are able to pay that type of money, you're going to sit there and let them hike the rent up that high?
Well, the foundation of our economy is built on capitalism.
And that right there is the problem.
Capitalism is the problem?
Capitalism, if you have no morals, values, or principles, is a problem.
Okay.
Because you will understand the people that are making the decisions to kill people right now are capitalists. ExxonMobil got kicked out of Venezuela during Hugo Chavez. Now ExxonMobil wants their money back. So they talked to Trump to get their money back. And that's what they did.
Well, I'd have to know more about that story. What money? Money for what? What
The
happened?
oil that they invested in, those oil rigs that they had when ExxonMobil built the oil rigs and companies in
Venezuela. Okay.
And they want their money back because they not making no money here.
So you're saying, just so I can understand, I'm asking some clarifying questions.
Go ahead.
ExxonMobil invested in Venezuela, and then you threw out the name Hugo Chavez. So
during his presidency.
So
yes.
what did he do? He said you guys
He
can't
kicked
operate.
their asses out.
Okay.
Y'all taking our shit and not paying us for our shit. So we'll kick y'all out and we'll own and operate our own shit and make our own money. And they was making money from their own shit.
So why would ExxonMobil ask the U.S. government if the ExxonMobil is their own entity? They're not the government.
Because you can do what to politicians?
I don't know.
You can have this person go talk to politicians.
Yeah,
and ask them to do things for you.
Yeah.
And you can do them and you'll do them a favor on the back end.
Yeah.
That's why that happened.
Okay. I guess I was just trying to understand what the government had to do with a company that had a failed investment. Companies fail every day.
Once again, and what does Trump do? Talk drill, baby, drill. We know oil.
In America, though.
We know oil's a dying breed.
Yeah.
But he talks drill, baby, drill still.
Mm-hmm.
He talked clean coal his last term. The most delusional thing you could ever talk in the world. How is coal clean? We ain't even gonna have that discussion. But that's what he talked last time. And this is where we're at this time. So a majority of this stuff that is being done right now, Trump could have made himself look way better by completely legalizing marijuana. And he would have been he would have probably went down as a better president if he would have did that. Because a majority of this country is smoking weed. Like, let's not even play.
Yeah.
A majority of this country is smoking weed and they not drinking liquor no more. Like, they know weed is all natural, liquor is not. Look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in general, the decisions that are being made by capitalists with evil intentions. All the rollbacks on the things that have happened. Why are those rollbacks happening on the EPA? Like, for real. Come on, dude. Like, all of those things are lobbied. They're for companies who have been sued who have to pay those bills. And to get out of paying those fines and bills, it was like, oh, let's roll that shit back so they don't have to pay no more. Because they break those laws. Like, you got Tesla literally polluting the air that is around their data center. And it's in a black neighborhood.
Yeah, I saw that I saw that article, man. What state is that in?
Mississippi.
It's in Mississippi.
It's
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Or Missouri?
Not Mississippi.
Mississippi. Okay, I saw that. Man.
Because there's one in Tennessee. There's one in
Tennessee.
somebody's.
That's the one I saw the one in Tennessee.
There's somebody building one in Mississippi. There's somebody building one in Tennessee. There's somebody building one in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to build one here, but we're doing a good job of fighting them. It's I don't think people understand that there's a form of capitalism that works. It's just not a greedy form of capitalism. They're like, once again, we could talk all we want to about China, but China's ready to fight. We not. There is too many of there's too many people in our population that are uneducated. That's how Trump got into office. He said it a long time ago in an interview with Donahue. If you were going to run for office, what would you run for office as a Republican? Why? Because they're the most gullible group of people in this country. And it showed. It truly showed. To this day, they will. The devil deceives and confuses. If you do not make a choice,
you're what? If you don't make a choice, you're complicit.
If you don't make a choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
You won't go to God and say, "Excuse me for the choice that I made."
Yeah.
And you won't ask for forgiveness for making the wrong choice.
Okay.
You won't thank him for making the right choice.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're completely confused on the decision that you want to make, you won't even attempt. And you'll run around lost, dazed and confused. And you'll be that person that is consistently going, "Well, I don't know what to do. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
You got so many people afraid to just make a choice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact.
That's the devil. Because regardless of what choice you make, God is not going to leave you. For me. I don't know about everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah.
But regardless of the choice that you make, all you need to do is make a choice. If it's the wrong choice, go to God with it.
Yeah.
And if it's the right choice, thank God for it. But don't run around not making a choice.
I gotta add in, man. My mom, she always told me growing up, sometimes the best decision is to do nothing. Sometimes it's good to just just sit down, let some time pass too, you know?
That is a statement that comes from waiting on God.
Okay. I'll accept
That's
that.
called being patient and waiting on God. Now, there is a difference between waiting on God and being the fool.
Being the fool.
Yeah, because there's a story about a lady or a family, and they're in a house and it starts to rain. And then the rain starts to come up to the roof, and they all climb up on the roof. And then there's somebody that comes by in a boat and says, "Y'all need some help? We gonna get you in." They go, "Oh no, we waiting on God." So they go on, and then that person goes on. Then another boat comes along, and the water is still rising, and they still on the roof. They're like, "You need a ride? We're coming to pick you up because the water's rising." And like, "No, we waiting on God." Then they drown. God pity the fool. God sent two people
Yeah.
to help get them off that roof.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But because they don't know better, there's a difference between waiting on God and pity and being the fool.
Yeah.
And that's why God pity the fool. We be sitting there trying to help the fool. Oh, no. It's not our job.
It's not.
Nah. It's not our job. The foolish, you let be foolish. That's why that statement sometimes you gotta let go and let God.
Yeah.
That is. You sit
Yeah.
there, you gotta give you an answer. As long as you are paying attention,
Yeah.
you'll get an answer.
You gotta listen. He'll talk to you for sure. That's a fact.
Are you playing any video games? Do you play video games?
No, well, I have a game on my phone, but aside from that, like
Just one game, right?
just one game.
What game is that?
I gotta tell you the name of it. It's I think it's called like King's Envy. Let me pull it up real quick. It's called Evony. Evony.
Evony,
Evony.
Evony. I played this dumb game on my phone
Yeah.
called Township.
Is that where you build like a city?
It's not necessarily that you build a city. It's just like you 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 make things. So like
Like the
you
lumber,
start a
and then you got to put people in place to get the lumber.
yeah. See,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so like I have the
That game was
farm.
fun. Yeah.
The farm grows corn,
Mm-hmm.
right? The corn you can make, or should I say wheat? First starts off with wheat,
Mhm.
so you can make bread from wheat. And then there's a bread store, so now you got a bread store and a bread factory.
Yeah.
But it's
Now too much bread is coming, so now you got to order more trucks, right?
right and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a game until
Yeah.
I get back to Xboxing
Mm-hmm.
in the near future.
Yeah.
But
Grand Theft Auto, baby.
oh my god, I'm not even. I'm more wanting to get on Battlefield right now than
Okay.
I am on any game. Like
Mhm.
I am
Battlefield is crazy. Crazy. So much going on. Crazy. Planes flying, helicopters.
It's always been a
everything.
great
Yeah,
game like
yeah,
that
yeah,
though. Like it's
yeah,
always
yeah.
oh my
People
god, it's
driving
always
by. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Yeah.
buildings that blow up. Like
Yeah.
don't shoot no wall and the wall not have a hole in it.
Yeah.
Like I want the wall to have a hole in it.
Yeah.
I want the wall to have a hole in it the whole game.
Yeah.
I want the holes in the game to get bigger
Mhm.
and bigger. That's Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the buildings fall down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like oh,
Yeah.
such an amazing game. Such an amazing game. Whoever came up with the concept. I know it was somebody in the military. Genius. Just like I know whoever came up with using Tom Clancy's books to make a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Genius.
Ghost Recon.
Oh,
That was one of my
genius.
favorite.
Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six.
Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Ghost Recon was my game.
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell. Tom Clancy.
Yes. We done talked technology,
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
Only thing we ain't did was no entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Sinners making 300 plus million in the box office?
Never seen that movie.
How have you never seen?
Not interested.
You're not interested in seeing Sinners. Why?
Nope. I mean, I support Michael B. I think he's a dope actor. You know, I loved him in The Wire and Black Panther, a lot of different films, but just not really interested in seeing movies like that that take us back in time. And I really don't even know what the movie's about. It just doesn't
Which
seem
is really sad.
just something that I'm not interested in seeing, brother.
Reminds me of them people that be like, that was protesting them monks in Georgia. Like, it's about Jesus. Like, y'all motherfuckers don't know shit. So you didn't see that movie.
No, sir.
What black movies have you seen this year or last year?
Black movies. I know what's that gentleman? Key and Peele. He came out with a scary movie. Didn't see that. Was it called It? Did he do It? No. There was a movie about football. It was like a black football movie. I didn't see that. If we talk about black entertainment, something I'm interested in seeing though is Mike Epps is coming out with that final season on Netflix, um, where he's a dad and he works in an automotive shop. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
With Wanda Sykes, that's a great
Yeah,
show.
yeah. What is that? What is it? I'm looking it up right now.
That's a great show. It's
The Upshaws.
Upshaws.
Yep. Dang, I'm so sad they doing away with that.
I mean, they gave us 6 seasons like that. That's
Yeah.
something that doesn't happen even on regular television for
Yep.
black shows.
I consumed Dave Chappelle's last stand-up. I'm more interested in like comedy, lighthearted stuff. So I saw Dave Chappelle stand up. What'd you think about that?
Dave Chappelle's stand-up was genius.
He's talking about Jack Johnson, the black boxer, and
Dave Chappelle Dave Chappelle is like a professor. He gives a very good lecture with humor. That's what I see him as.
yeah,
He's a very intelligent man. He reads books. I appreciate somebody that reads books because they're not just making shit up and they're not just coming up with shit off the, you know what I mean? They know what's going on in a lot of countries because they read books, not just any old type of books. Like a lot of white people tell on themselves through their memoirs.
yeah.
Yeah, they tell on how evil they've been throughout history.
Okay.
Yeah, through their memoirs. You know what I mean? One of the things that we know is that white women were some of the most evilest of slave owners when it came to being slave owners.
Mm.
They were the most atrocious slave owners out there. I can believe that because a lot of white men I've seen be racist because their white woman told them to.
Mm.
Like you've seen women say things to get guys to get riled up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the crazy things about motivation when it comes to females and guys. Clarence Thomas, his white woman has him turning against his own culture. We done talked about how the Broncos, how the Abs. Oh yeah, you just found out that the Abs were at that level, huh?
Yeah, yeah. My neighbor went to a game on Thursday.
Got you. Yeah, Abs are number one. The Rockies, we already know. We ain't even talk about them. And then the Broncos.
Yeah.
Are you proud?
I am, man. It's been tough. I told my wife back in 2016 when we won that last Super Bowl. So I remember growing up. I remember exactly where I was both years that the Broncos won the Super Bowl. I was on Mississippi and Sable in Aurora, and we lived in these little apartments on the corner. And I remember when they won the Super Bowl, everybody outside cheering.
Mississippi and Sable. I know exactly where you was at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so when they won in 2016, I told my wife, baby, look, Peyton is done, and we're gonna have to wait a while before we get, some good memories again. Because what football does for me and my household is it brings us together every Sunday, because that's when the majority of the games are played. We spend time together. We all put on our jerseys. We root for them. It's a common thing. One thing I'll say about Denver that I think is so beautiful, Colorado just in general. I've been in other cities over this last 10 years. I could be in Vegas. You'll see, somebody wearing a Broncos hat. Hey, brother, you from Denver? Yeah, we're from Parker, wherever they're from. But like being proud to be a Broncos fan. And so I'm thankful that they are having a good season. And we got that number one seed, brother.
I was in Atlanta
Yeah. What year?
when we won.
Okay.
They were so mad at me.
You was rooting?
They said because I moved back there that was the reason why they lost.
Oh, word. Yeah. Did you have a starter jacket? 3/4 zip with the pouch in the front?
No.
No, I need one of them.
I just had a Bronco hat. Like we always had a Bronco hat.
Yeah.
But I had a Bronco hat, and yeah, they was like the whole Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
They just kept looking over at me in the corner, like,
it's your fault.
look,
Your fault.
they was all dirty birding it, like, you know what I mean? That was so. I'm the one.
We need to thank you. We need to thank you. You a good luck charm. We need to thank you. Hey, everybody. Y'all need to donate.
I was in Atlanta.
Get his brother a tip. What's that called when they give you a tip on YouTube?
Oh yeah. What is
that
called?
called? I don't know, but they need to
Gift.
give you a thanks or
A
something
gift,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, something.
Eric,
Yes, sir.
we have had one hell of a journey today.
We have, yeah, ups and downs, smiles and frowns. Hey, I'm gonna stand, bruh, because the Chris he'll try and bully his point of view. You know what I'm saying? And like he's great at words, man.
He likes to
Great
try to
at
say
words.
bully a point of view. I don't do assumption or speculation, so you better be verbally ready
Verbally.
to back up with your information. Because you didn't have any information to back up what you're saying. You had personal.
You asked me what I did for
No,
I did
meditation.
journaling. I know what you're talking.
Yeah, okay. But
You asked me what did I do, and I'm telling you what I did. It's personal.
I mean, correct. But at the same time, though, with growing, as I stated, we read these books.
Mm.
These books take us to places that let us understand other things. When I started reading this, I thought that it was going to be a boring book, the clandestine prophecy. I thought it was going to be some boring book about a prophecy. At the same time, I learned that there are individuals who have been educated and not taking advantage of their education to live the life that they should be living.
Amen.
And that is one of the things that this individual has done. He said he didn't know what the outcome would be. He said, but he was going to get back into finding information on the things that he used to study. And he did that. His friend got him excited. She came into town, said she was in another country studying some things. And he was like, wow, that's so amazing. And she was like, you could do it too. And he thought that he couldn't. And he just was like, you know what? I am. And it was all from a manuscript that was supposed to had come that's supposed to be part of the Bible, but it was found in South America. So how did scripture that's supposed to be on another side of the country get discovered in South America? I know. That's what I thought about. Finding scrolls in a whole nother country, not connected to the country of where a majority of scrolls come from.
Mm.
But if we don't read, we won't know some of the things that we are doing, and we'll make us an assumption or a speculation on what we're doing.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to take away from what you were doing. I was trying to say what you were doing was powerful.
Mm.
You just took it the wrong way.
Did I?
I don't know. I mean,
see that you said I did, but I don't know that I did. I mean,
so did you? Did you think I was belittling what you were doing? Like,
no, not at all.
So when I said you were meditating,
I'm strong enough to say what I'm doing, and you can label what you think I'm doing as what you would like. That doesn't mean that I have to accept it.
No, I'm just saying. What did it sound? Did it sound like it was something like I was saying you was doing something? What?
No, nothing at all. I'm just you asked me
because you got defensive about it. That's the only reason why you said.
Can I talk? Can I talk? You asked me what I would do because I'm not journaling. I told you what I would do. You tried to label what I was doing. All I'm saying is that may be what it is. I don't know. I don't call it meditating because I don't know what meditating is. This is what I'm doing though. That's all I'm saying.
Got you. So because you've never experienced that thing, that's why you had that analogy.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, you had a certain response. It was a little elevated, man. And so I wonder. Oh, well, I'm talking about it right now. If you,
what was my elevated response?
Elevated response of like leading questions to AI.